let me explain Meow Maid's newest dialogue video. Link in the description for it and its prequel. Link in the description for it and its prequel. The video begins in the backrooms. Okay, I'm kidding. It starts off in this place called the Safe Room, which is basically safe for ink monsters only. We're just gonna call it the Corruption Zone. So basically, at the Corruption Zone are three of our inky antagonists come out of the shadows. They're basically Stickums, Lenden, and Zarp, but we'll just call them by their middle names, James, Samuel, and Theodore. I was originally going to call them Black Demon, Orange Demon, and Blue Demon, but I thought it sounded stupid. James is the obvious leader of this evil gang. I'm kind of a fan of the other two and not Theodore because he's kind of a mischief maker and picks a fight on Samuel. Originally, I thought when I saw the preview, I thought Theodore killed a rat, but that was my mistake. Silly me. He actually tripped Samuel just for fun. If I were in Samuel's shoes, I would be pretty mad, and he is upset. Literally for being tripped. By literally one of his coworkers. He's getting paid for this, right? Also, he asks Theodore why he tripped him. He says he just wanted to have some fun. He got upset. Samuel got upset that Theodore tripped him. And looks like James, aka the leader, is getting annoyed. And he tells them to stop. And since they're basically planning their next evil plan. And I see this mug, but I don't know if it's either tea, ink, or coffee. Probably be coffee because James is actually the opposite of the original because he's more evil. But on second thought, it's probably tea because he is a clone made from Lenden's memories. Probably something like bitter tea. Or black tea because black is evil. James discusses the elephant in the room that they lost control over Lenden, and they failed to try and capture Stickums and corrupt him. Because he's awesome. Not as awesome as Lenden, though. Because he's so cute. However, he explains that they were able to weaken Stickums a lot. James was originally planning to get Lenden back under Corruption's control, but they did manage to break part of the walls. Stickums is, of course, their biggest target, since they are trying to capture him. And besides walls, he also has depression. Don't ask. James asks Samuel and Theodore who should be knocked down next. Of course, Lenden isn't one of their options because of their failed attempt at world domination. However, Samuel is able to find out about Stickums' other weak spot, which is the reason why he has depression. That, of course, is his brother. Because he writes notes like, "Where are you, Zarpy? Please come home." He misses his brother even though his brother basically kidnapped his friend. The reason why they are after Stickums, of course, is because he has a silent rage. And they want to control that power so they can use it to take the world over. Theodore, of course, is impatient. Samuel explains that Zarp will be part of their plan. Theodore thinks it's because Zarp is the best. But he finds out Stickums is actually Zarp's twin brother. And since Zarp abandoned him, like, years ago, that's why Stickums has depression. Of course, the two start fighting. Then James stops them, and they stop fighting. Of course, London is basically the weakest and easiest to capture. And this picture somehow makes me think, why does London look happy to be locked up in a cage? Because this seems like he is smiling. I'm just gonna forget that I saw this and move on. Anyway, Zarp is basically the perfect person to help them capture Stickums because Stickums has a soft spot in his heart for his brother. And they basically plan on teaming up with Zarp so they can manipulate Stickums and finally get their claws on him. All Zarp has to do is be nice to his brother. Then they'll be able to use Stickums' powers and take over the entire world. And also, James tells Samuel, "Hey you, go find Zarp. What are you waiting for? Go!" And once they're done, Stickums will finally be under their clutches and also their spell. We're just gonna call this the Corruption's Revenge arc. Again, links to the original video and its prequel in the description.